Central Virginia's #1 news team. This is NBC 12 News.
Most of the time you hear about reporters going undercover for special assignments. Well, recently one of ours went underwater for an up-close look at an amazing research project in the Chesapeake Bay. Gene Lepley is back on dry land with the story. Gene?
Well, Gene, there is an undersea habitat located near Gwynns Island, Virginia, and it offers a unique look at the Chesapeake Bay. It's called BAYLAB, and earlier this month, I spent almost 24 hours in it on the bottom of the bay with BAYLAB's inventor, Dr. Morgan Wells. He's hoping BAYLAB may someday help us save the bay and even save lives.
If I didn't do windows, I wouldn't have made it to BAYLAB. To scrub the habitat's viewport is the only task asked, in jest, of BAYLAB visitors. I actually enter through the opposite end. There is no hatch cover. The water is kept out by air pressure.
Hello, Jane.
Hey.
Welcome to BAYLAB.
Thank you. So this is it, huh?
We first visited BAYLAB in February with inventor Dr. Morgan Wells when it was closed for the winter. This trip takes me inside, 17 feet down. Crammed with equipment, 2 bunks and a separate wet room with chemical toilet, it's not for the claustrophobic. But BAYLAB allows the curious to see life underwater for days on end, to learn how the ecosystem works and maybe how to save it. It's also giving Dr. Wells a chance to advance the science of undersea living on a shoestring budget.
This is the warmest conditions under which we've operated this thing.
Complex science supports simple systems. Plastic food dehydrators hold the chemicals that scrub the air of water vapor and carbon dioxide.
We use a conventional carbon dioxide absorbent, the kind that's used in anesthesia machines and so forth.
The air is constantly sampled, too little oxygen, and we'll both go to sleep and not wake up. We're self-contained with 2 volunteers in a boat overhead if they're needed.
Okay, we're going to disable the fan, see if that makes an improvement.
Yeah, that's it.
It is a work in progress.
Okay.
Temperature and humidity briefly reach critical levels before stabilizing as night falls.
It's now 11 o'clock. We've been in BAYLAB for 7 hours. And with the darkness, BAYLAB provides a beacon of light for everything out there.
Fingerlings are fed by predators who flash past in the murky water, or like this crab, hang motionless, waiting to catch the unwary. Morning brings another entry in the logbook, breakfast from the store of canned goods, and a few more hours of observation before it's time to head topside. It's been a lesson in self-sufficiency and how Mother Nature works.
Not a very ceremonial exit, but we did get to the surface. Dr. Wells has published several scientific papers on this energy-efficient humidity and CO2 scrubbers that he showed us. The Navy has even expressed an interest in learning more, maybe someday providing a safe way for sailors to stay alive if they ever become trapped on a sunken submarine. And by the way, he's gotten donated a 2-person sub that would take him to 300 feet. And I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking about that.
Okay.
You didn't wake up in the middle of the night and say, what am I doing here?
I didn't sleep much in the middle of
I
the night.
didn't think so.
All right.
Fascinating.
Thank you,
Gene.
Ch12News.